Get ready for an AFC East rivalry where Buffalo looks for their third straight over New York. It's the Bills and the Jets, and Week 10 is coming at you on EA Sports.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown, man. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Allen going to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the 2nd overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds Tyler Kroft. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds Corey Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The numbers for Davis last week, 4 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll run with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Check down to Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that hits the crossbar. It comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. This is Breida on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Point after here coming up. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. It's caught by Davis. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. there a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. Wilson finding Crowder there. 1st down, New York. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. On the counter, Gurley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the draw play, Coleman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Carter. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Carter. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On second down, here's a run with Moss.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air, Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Now Carter to start the drive.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
2nd down at 7.
Now Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Second and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
On first down, Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down, Allen.
He'll go right back to Beasley.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. 3 yards the game there, second down. Here's Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now Allen again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jarrad Davis. And they're going to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
On the return, Corey Ballentine. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill. Despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to Herndon.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Coleman on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
A handoff for Carter.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. A gain of 6 there on first.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Carter will try the right side.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. And his kick here is good. And it will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go right back to Singletary. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Then the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Allen off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So his second field goal here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets him the lead, but you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down at 4. Allen to throw once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. Second and 5 now. Allen. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen finding Knox there, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's it. Big hit.
Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Allen going to throw. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets. On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 3 yards the game there. 2nd down. Singletary here running out of the gun. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now Wilson. Throw complete to Herndon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing now is Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And that is pulled in by Herndon for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Allen and the Bills now down 20-17. A minute 4 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing is Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it first and goal here from the 2-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And his kick is good. And they will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A high throw there as this is knocked away. Down to the ground and incomplete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them